So can you believe this? So I don't really read emails from Just Stop Oil very often, but I just saw this. They're saying that Roger Hallam has been arrested, and this Indigo, rumblers, for these videos, for these speeches that they made quite a while ago, they've just been arrested. But apparently Hallam's been arrested loads of times. I've just watched through them, and they're talking about resistance, and doing resistance. But resisting something is, if you're resisting something, someone's doing something to you, and you're resisting it. You're not the one who's doing something to someone else. Like resisting arrest, someone's trying to resist arrest. But, I mean, you can't resist something unless someone does something to you, so it's hardly telling people to go and actually do something. It's resistance to something else. And in regards of the fact that they're meant to be doing something political that's protected in the first place, why would someone be doing something to you? If you set out and don't break a crime, I mean, don't make a crime, and you are... then you are doing a political action. So there's nothing to resist, is there, really, unless someone does something to you? You know, or are they meant to be resisting what the oil's doing? But if, you know, that's saying that the oil is doing something to us. But isn't every political action a push against something in some form or other? But pushing with what? What are the apparatus of pushing? Words, signs, talking, collecting signatures, attempting to get an action from government. So, but the thing is, I did a talk the other day about, I made the point that in the Lawrence Fox arrest, Stop You Les, when the police came to his house, I sent Andrew Bridgen a video explaining that, you know, Lawrence Fox, in the start of the conversation on television, he said that he's going to remove ULEZ cameras through government, the whole thing, as one thing, like just get rid of them through political means. And then he got sort of veered off into talking about him and his own actions, and then he said that he would, he said that he would, engage in ULEZ camera activities, taking them down, but he never said that he will do or he's going to. He just asked him, if it's something he would do or be prepared to do. But anyone could be prepared to do anything at any moment. Are you prepared to save a child from a pool if the instance comes across? It's not like a child's going to come in a pool. So this is the thing. So he didn't say he will or he intends to. He just said that he would. But anyone you can't arrest someone for saying they would go on holiday to Spain, because that doesn't mean anything. It just means that they're not opposed to going there. I wouldn't go on holiday to Spain ever, but if you would, you see, I would go on holiday to Spain if I had 500 quid. I would go on holiday to Spain if I had a passport. I would go on holiday to Spain if someone took me there. Or I would go on holiday to Spain if I wasn't locked down in COVID. But whether you will or not, this is the thing. Now, after that, I brought up the issue of Don't Pay UK, because the whole name of the campaign is to Don't Pay UK is the name of the political action. It's the name of the political cause, and the name of the political cause is telling you not to pay bills, don't pay. So it's the name of the campaign is telling people to steal electricity, because when you're not paying for it, electricity, then you're stealing it. And then Russell Brand promoted this on his website, yet no action's been taken against Don't Pay UK or Russell Brand. Now, is that because the police are stupid, or they can't actually prosecute against the name of the campaign because that is what the campaign is, Don't Pay UK? So, have you got a political protection or not? And this is the thing. You know, look at Roger Hallam when he handed the stuff out from the supermarket. That's stealing, like stealing electricity. But the thing is, they haven't arrested Hallam for that. He's never been prosecuted for handing out food from the supermarket. I think he got prosecuted for having a talk on the internet, and now he's been prosecuted and arrested for these video talks, but he's never been prosecuted or arrested for stealing food. So that's like Don't Pay UK telling people to not steal electricity. And how many people have not paid electricity because of that campaign and actually agreed to sign up to it? The police have got a big job on, because that means they'll have to arrest all 10,000, 100,000 people who signed up for it, so they'll have a long job on it. It'll take them forever. And if they leave out one single one of those people, then they're discriminating against them in law. So they're giving themselves a hell of a lot of work by picking on these two here, or on Brand or Don't Pay UK leaders. So, you know, the police are just giving themselves more trouble. It's more trouble than it's worth, if you ask me. And you know, if the police even talk about it, it's going to encourage people to support Don't Pay UK, and then the police are going to probably want everyone to have motion detectors on their houses, because they'll put everyone under house arrest and tagging, and then we've got a security state. But that still might not make people, you know, and then what the police want to do is get the government to take money out of people's banks automatically. What if they haven't got any money, and then when they're locked in their house, they can't go to work? So then they'll have to get police to escort them to work, unless they all go to prison, and then they won't be able to work, and then they won't be able to pay the electricity bills or anything. And then they'll probably repossess all the houses and send the bailiffs around to take all the properties, like they're trying to buy all the homes in America anyway. I don't know what the police are doing, really. I think what's happened is Royal Mail, His Majesty's Royal Mail, when it's been sold off and privatised, what it means is it's no longer part of the public's anymore. It's His Majesty's private mail company now, fully private. And even the fact that it's his mail is now private, because we're not allowed to see what's in his will and what he owns, or who's in charge of anything, like Bella Vanguard. So it's actually, I think Royal Mail's gone into full private ownership of His Majesty, not the other way around. Not they've ditched His Majesty and it's gone, well, it's not gone fully to the public, but, you know, this is it. It's now fully His Majesty's own thing, and doesn't have any probably likely secret ownership, I would have thought. And this is the thing. Everything's been privatised, and now he wants to take over the world with the WHO, the WHO, and then take all our rights away with executive command and orders. What is Keir Starmer's function going to be when we've got no democratic rights, because the WHO have taken executive command, and you can't have any court cases? Keir Starmer will be like a spare prick. He'll be worse than a tool, because he's writing off his own. Never mind his dad being a tool maker, he's writing off his own profession. You won't have human rights lawyers when the WHO take over, because they have executive command, and you can't even challenge them in the courts. So Starmer is a lost cause, really. I don't really know what the police are playing at.